Hola! My name is Tony Larsen, and in this video I'm gonna walk you through how I shot these product photos of some Jabra earbuds. I tried shooting this video out and about, but I forgot the microphone, so didn't quite work out. Therefore, I'm recording in my studio. When Jabra sent me these earbuds, there was no specific criteria for the product photos. So I decided to use one of my unfair advantages, which is I live right next to the beach. And yes, at a sandy beach, there is the risk of a lot of sand blowing, even with a small breeze, on the products themselves, but I decided to just take the risk and do some extra cleanup when editing the photos if needed. So the idea was to do some photos on the wooden surface on the walkway down to the beach, also use some driftwood to place the products on, and finally place the products directly onto the sand. For the perspectives and compositions, I'm not reinventing the wheel here. Using just basic principles and of course showing the earbuds in their true form is with emphasis on the color and shape of them is for me the most important thing. Because again, this is a product shoot. We can't show them off incorrectly. If there's a color, there's a color. And with a lot of beach photos, there's often the habit of like tweaking the greens and the blues. When having one green and one blue, you need to keep your tongue straight. Just keep it as it is. Here we go, nice placement. Product placement. So the day when I was out shooting, there was no clouds in the sky, so the shadows were pretty hard, which can be difficult to work with, but it can also create some pretty cool photos if you angle the products correctly and utilize or angle the shadows in a way that kind of works well with the symmetry. So in short, here you can see the shadows. Here in the studio, we have this big soft, this is basically like, imagine this was outside, you would have a similar lighting setup like this. So the products, they don't actually create harsh shadows. You can see around, it's like really soft because the light kind of splashes around. But if I take away the diffusion here, hold on a second. It's overexposed now, but you can see now the shadow, how hard they are. You don't have like that nice soft edge around it. It's a pretty clear line, but again, like if you angle it correctly, it can look pretty cool. And for showing off the products themselves, I just tried a bunch of different positions, placing them like this, placing them like this, opening up, but I chose to never take out the earbuds themselves, and it was for practical reasons because sand was blowing and you always have some oil or sweat or whatever on your fingers, and especially with this dark blue one, it can leave a mark very quickly. Also, make sure that you bring them in either a case, a box, or a bag that prevent you from touching them all the time and avoid getting scratches while shooting the photos. But if there's something, hopefully you can retouch it afterwards. But on my way back to the car, I saw that the way the light was hitting on the walkway made for a cool photo. So did some shots there as well, and still there wasn't a lot of smudges on the product, so I was still able to get some okay shots. Again, trying a bunch of different things and seeing what works while editing. And with the editing, nothing crazy, just show off the products in their true form with the nice environments that we're using as a backdrop for the photos, making them more interesting, and of course showing the products out and about. Like you're an active person probably using these, it's like a subtle hint that, hey, when you're at the beach or at the walkway, bring these. The best way I could describe my style of editing is a Rec 709. Color correcting and correcting exposure, white and blacks. There's no color grading. Green will still be green, blue will still be blue. So that's it for this video. Hope you got something out of it. I haven't made a product shooting video in over a year. If you like this video, there is a like button down below. Subscribe to follow along. If you have any questions, leave them down and I'll do my best to answer them. Until next time, ciao.